Hello, how you doing? Okay, so I'll be your chef this morning and I'll be teaching you how to make my own stew. Every woman have their way of doing things and how they cook. So anyhow it works for you, do it as long as it will yield the better results. That's all that matters. So I'll be starting off with rinsing of my pot. You know, when I was in secondary school, my home economics teacher said this is part of the process in cooking. You cannot just start off with put water in the pot. You even start it with start up the fire, either you're using a stove or you're using firewood or a gas cooker. Then you rinse your pot. So this is me. I've rinsed my pot, so I'm going to place it on my table cooker. So I have some meat I'll be using, although I've washed the meat before, but I will still have to wash again. I just got that from the freezer, so I allowed it to defrost. If you want your meat to be properly seasoned, then you should allow it to defrost before you start adding your ingredients to it. So this is me rinsing my meat again, so I'll be putting it in the pot. Mind you, I've washed this meat before, even before I kept it in the freezer. So just doing another rinse. The next thing I'll be doing is adding my ingredients, my spices. So like I said, every woman have their unique spices. So I'll be adding, this is nutmeg, this is ginger, this is garlic, we're adding curry powder and turmeric. I also have thyme. Then I will season with I use is it Royco? I'm sorry, I use Royco for as my seasoning cube. And that's the salt. Then I'll be adding a bit of black pepper to it, so watch me. This is my nutmeg, so I'm adding nutmeg to it. Every woman have her own way of doing things, like I said. So this is me trying to season my meat. That is the black pepper I added to it. Then this is the garlic. Then I'm adding the ginger. This is curry powder. I'm adding turmeric. Then I'll also add my thyme. Then this is my Royco. Don't know why doing keeps coming to my head. Doing. What for? So this is my Royco. So I'll have like 2 cubes of this Royco seasoning cube to my meat. My fingernails are short because of the kind of job I do. I'm a cosmetologist, so I try to keep my nails trimmed, you know, because that's healthy anyways, so the nails doesn't trap in dirt. Of course I'll wash my hands now. So I'll be adding the salt. This is just a little portion of salt I'll be adding to it. So then I will add I'll add some water to it. You can allow your meat to steam on its own before you add water, but me, I do that. Just add my water. Yeah. Like I said, how you cook is different from how I cook, but you should get something good at the end of the day. So this is it. I would have marinated my meat and, you know, kept it in the fridge for a while before I bring it out, start cooking, but I didn't do all that. That's why I'm doing this. And the good thing is it's going to give us something good. The result is going to come out well. The meat is going to be seasoned and to be sweet. So that's that for steaming of my meat. And along the line, I'll be showing you more of the ingredients I'll be using to make my stew. These are just my spices anyways. So I'll be showing you my tomatoes. And again, I blended my tomatoes. I blended it with tatache, shombo, onions, and I allowed it boiled and, you know, dry out the water, the excess water, so it doesn't take my time in cooking. And then I had to blend ginger, garlic. That's the fresh ones, you know, not the dried ones that have been grinded like this ones I added to the meat. So I blended my ginger, garlic, and onions as well that I'll be using to make my stew. So I'll be showing you that while in the process of making my stew. Thank you. Stay tuned. So we'll allow the meat to boil. I'll allow my meat to boil very well, because now I see how women cook on social media. What they do is simply they will just put the meat in the pot and start stirring. Of course, they will add spices and all, but they will start stirring. Before you know it, they've started cooking, you know, like that. I be wondering, the meat will not get boiled or what, or won't it be cooked properly? These are for health reasons. So these are for health reasons, because of some kind of infection. So you don't just give yourself one kind of health issues and then you'll be running etasketa saying my village people is after me. No village people. Follow the due process in cooking. Science will tell you, cook your meat properly. Let it be properly cooked. There's nothing like eating red meat and you are eating it uncooked or half done. Nothing like that. My meat will be properly cooked. So I'll let you know when it's ready. Thank you. So this is my meat boiling. I'm just going to open it while it's hot. That's why kitchen towel is very important. So I'm going to use it to open the meat. You can see it's boiling. It's boiling. And then I will have to stir it. So stirring. Make sure that the ingredients all goes in. So, hey boy. Okay, so I want to boil my rice. I'm going to rinse the pot and put some water in it. I'll be using boiling or cooking my rice. I'll be doing both cooking of the rice and making my stew simultaneously. That's why we have two stoves here, so I don't waste my time. As a woman, you plan for everything. heat is too much. So I've opened the back door, and there's a fan here to blow out hot air. Although I have the air extractor, that's the one that takes out smells, bad smells, you know, all this smoke and everything. Smoke extractor basically, yeah. So that one is doing the work, is doing the filtering of bad hair smell out of this kitchen, and the windows are open, so I need hair because I sweat a lot. So I will be measuring my rice, and then I would have to wash them, put in the pot. So this is the rice. So it's just my husband and I, then my younger sister that is living in this house, so we don't eat much. I'm boiling just 3 cups. Should I increase it? Maybe I do it 3.5 in case someone wants to eat later, you know. The way this stew can be so sweet now, they'll finish this 3 cups. I'm saying they as if I'm not a monk. Okay, so I'll be washing my rice. That's the water in the pot. I wash my rice, so even after washing my rice, I wash it like 3 times. Even after washing the rice, I also parboil the rice and I wash it again. Take out starch. Yoruba people, they do this a lot. If they cook rice, they must parboil their rice. So they also sieve the rice. Some people are like they actually cook the rice when to the point where it's cooked, then they will just sieve it out, like sieve out the water in it. For me, I don't wait that time when it's properly cooked. Just in the middle, like in between, so I just take it out. I would take out the water that I boiled with, then I would rinse the rice and pour it back in the pot, add some water to, you know, for it to continue cooking. Yeah. I just remember something. I want to say every woman with their own way of cooking. Yes, so every woman with their way of cooking, you know. Some people will cook it with the starch water on the rice. Long as say it done. Okay, so just so you know, we are making white rice and stew. Please like me and follow me on my YouTube channel. Like my video, subscribe, comment. It's going to encourage me. Okay, then I also have a Facebook page and a Facebook account. Ugo Chiamaka Confidence is my Facebook account. Then my Facebook page, because you know I mentioned that I'm a cosmetologist, so I have a salon where we take bookings. I'm in Lagos. I reside in Lagos, but I render home services. So anywhere you want me, and for you, I'll be available. So my Facebook page is Nadols Beauty Limited. Please like and follow me. Then I have a TikTok account at Tracy60. I have an Instagram account, Blossom Choice. All these my social media channels are not for me alone, no, it's for you and I. So please follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Okay. So for my Nados Beauty Limited, so I render beauty services for hair, skin and nails. So I make hair, I make wigs, anything you want to do, nail arts, fixing of nails, painting of nails, design of nails, making of wigs, revamping of wigs, treatments of your wigs, styling of your wigs. I do all that. And what else? I braid your hair, I fix your hair. If you want to do want to fix locks, you know, crochet, anything you want to do, I'm here for you. What else? Just help you feel good, you know, make you look beautiful and feel good about yourself. Help you boost your self-confidence. Okay. So we are going to wait. My rice is boiling, my meat is boiling. See, they are ready, and we continue the process. Okay, so I'll check the meat again. Oh, this is blocking your view, so I've taken it out so you can see. The meat is boiling. So this is my spoon. Go and check it. Doesn't look like it's cooked, so I'll still add some water to it so it can boil very well. It can boil very well. Like I told you, I eat well cooked meals. Anything you want to give me, well cooked. If it's meat, well cooked. If it's stew, well cooked. If it's rice, well cooked. There's nothing like half done. Like my mother would say, if you don't cook things well, she said it's ajoite. Igbos will understand this thing. Bad cooking. So learn to cook well, though. There's no rush in cooking. Even though you are trying to escape the heat, you know, that is in this kitchen, but still make sure you cook well. Right. Okay, so I want to wash my rice. I will have to see how the rice. So I'll be taking it out. The meat is still boiling though. This pot is heavy, so don't look at me and say this woman does not have strength. I have. pot is heavy. So because the rice, like I told you, is not fully cooked, so I will still put in some water in the pot. Then wash back the rice into the pot. See the heat, oh, see my body. Can understand what I'm talking about. Maybe it's AC that I need in this kitchen. AC. Hmm. See my body. We'll soon start cooking our stew, because the rice and the meat is almost ready. Don't know, I always bring it closer. Let me wash. So I put in some water in this bowl. So I'm adding it back into the pot. I'm using it to rinse the rice off the starch. Rice doesn't have much starch. You know that there are some rice that you can see the water coming out from the rice. Very thick. That is the starch. It seems like this one doesn't have much starch in it. In your kitchen, anywhere you stay, you cook. Clean your kitchen. So I'll be rinsing the receipt I used. Okay. So let's start the process now for the stew. Because my tomato is much, I'm using this big pot to cook. Every woman has one big pot in her house. This is the biggest pot in my house so far. You can see. It's not like I have something else that I call big pot. This is the big pot. So I'm prepping my pot, getting it ready for the stew. I'm using palm oil. So allow the pot to dry water before adding the groundnut oil to it. Now my pot is dried. I'll be putting in the groundnut oil. I'll put enough because after frying my meat, I'll continue with the cooking. So this is me checking if the oil is enough for my stew. Pot is not hot, that's why I'm using my handle. So making of the stew will be very, very fast. Like I told you, I already boiled my tomatoes and dried out excess water. You know, when you blend tomatoes, so much water is in it. And then I blended it in the market. But I made sure I told the woman, don't add much water to these tomatoes because I don't want to, hey, what is it, you know? I don't want it to waste my time in cooking. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that I have a YouTube channel, but I didn't give you the name. So it's Anya Guchiamaka. I opened that channel before I got married. So Anya is my maiden name. If I should edit it too. Because every other handles, I'm bearing my husband's name. Okay. So the meat is fried. I'm taking it out. So next I'll be adding in will be my blended ginger, garlic and onions. Okay. I use my wooden spoon to cook any kind of food, any type of food. It helps me, you know, gain control. I'll be bringing the camera closer so that you see how it is inside the pot. So this is how it is. A blended garlic, ginger and onions. I like it. Why I blended this much onions is because, you know, I like onions. I eat it raw and it's healthy. It does a whole lot. It does a whole lot for your health. So while we wait, very soon we'll be adding our tomatoes. I don't use tomato paste though, like I mean the, what they call it, those preserved ones in tins or in sachets. I don't use that one. I buy my fresh raw tomatoes. I think this should be good enough. I put my tatashi and shogo and onions. That's all. C'est fini. Cook my stew and it'll come out looking good. So don't know how to use that tin tomatoes or sachet tomatoes. Eat things fresh. Okay, it's boiling. While I dry a little bit, you know, so that give the onions opportunity to, you know, put in its flavor. So we'll allow it, you know, dry a bit, fry a bit, yeah, before we can now put in our tomatoes. Okay, so just have to wait for the process. So I'll be adding in the tomatoes. And see how it is or how it looks. I'm stirring it, mixing it with the onions, the ginger, or it won't take long because the tomatoes have been dried, so it won't take long. I'll still be ready. Wow, delicious too. I'll be adding in my spices once again. Remember those spices I brought out and showed to you guys? That's what I'll be adding in again. Wow. So I'll be adding in my thyme. I was supposed to fry this thyme. Then in the groundnut oil. Because I've added the fresh ginger and garlic, so I won't be using that as part of my spices. So I'll add nutmeg. Nutmeg is very good. Ouch! Like tomato is angry with me, saying, "How many times will you put me in the pot to boil?" He's gonna be upset with me. I'm cooking. Wow. stir, 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 stir and stir and stir to mix the ingredients. The next thing I'll be adding, I'll be quick about it. Will be this is curry. You have to master both hands wrong for things like this. Very soon I will cover the pot. I'm just trying to fast. Then this is me adding my turmeric. So when I've added everything, this is how it looks like, you know. So I'll cover it and allow it boil for some time before I continue. Okay, so I'll be showing you the rice. I think the rice is cooked now. Rice is ready. There's no big deal about boiling rice. Everybody should know how to cook rice. So I think as it's ready, I'm going to turn off the stove. And that's it. So I'm checking the stew again. So how many of you do this thing I'm doing? Your blender, you rinse it, your tomatoes or the plates, you rinse them and you add them to your stew. I do that. So I'll be adding this with the stock, the meat stock. I'll be adding it to the stew when it's ready. Yeah. Okay, so I'm adding my seasoning cube. Like I told you, it's Royco I use in seasoning of my food. So I will go to start using Royco because our nutritionist, she recommended that we should use Royco as it's the best. And, it doesn't result to health risks like that. So I've added my salt and it's going to continue boiling. So while I boil, I'll be covering it so it can boil properly. I want to show you, you can see, wow, still is boiling. Okay, so I'll be adding in the meat stock. You need to see the face of this. Delicious. So our stew is ready from what I can see. Stew is ready. So I'll be serving it with our rice. So the food is ready. As you can see, I've dished it out. I've dished the food. So this is my rice, my stew, and my juice. And for a job well done, you have to eat and refresh yourself again. Stay tuned for our next video. You get notifications from us as well. Like and follow our page, our accounts, our YouTube channel, Instagram accounts. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.